Hi, I'm Alan for Shedhorn Sports. Today we're going to be shooting Sig Sauer's ssg3000 in 308. If you caught our earlier video, we went through all the features of this rifle, but one feature I failed to mention was this is a long action. Although it's chambered in 308, it's a long action. The magazine is rather long. It would actually accommodate a 30 or a 30-06 or 270 or something like that. So it gives you room to seat your bullets way out if you wanted to do that. Okay, now we're going to shoot the SIG at 100 yards. We have these targets set up. We have 8 different targets. We have 4 different bullet weights that we're going to be shooting, 2 groups each at 100 yards. Then we have a target set up at 500 yards. We have 2 target dots and the metal gong, and we'll shoot for groups at 500 yards and we'll see how it does. So let's get shooting. Okay, here is the results of our 100-yard testing, which actually proved to be pretty difficult. Conditions were pretty bad. I am not the best at reading wind conditions, but here we are. Our 168 grain Match Kings, first group in really calm conditions, 0.332. Excellent, super. Our second group, 0.981. I struggled a little bit with the wind. I waited and waited to see if the wind would calm down. It didn't do it. We move over here to the 168 grain Hornady AMAX. First group, 0.770. Second group, 1.367. Again, struggling to shoot in between conditions. Still not bad, at least up here. Ballistic tips. Here's your hunting bullet, guys. First group, 0.474. 150 grain ballistic tip. That's awesome. Second group, and I got a little better in reading the wind. I'm kind of proud of myself on this one. 0.592. So excellent, right at half minute. On the 168 grain Burger VLDs, 1.017, right at a minute. Second group, 0.607. Excellent. Actually, all of them shot very good. The gun is a shooter. Actually, like I said, it's really calm right now, but then we get these gusts come up and they vary between 2 and 9 miles an hour. It makes it pretty tough. It's only 100 yards, but obviously it can make the difference between a 0.3 and a 0.9. So we're going to try to take this out of 500 yards. It's going to be a real challenge. I think the gun is up to it. We're going to see if I am. All right, so here we go. We're done shooting. We actually had to move the targets away from the shooting area. The wind was so bad. So we've got a kind of a relatively calm place right in here. So hopefully it stays that way. I went ahead and mounted the targets up on another piece of wood so I could show them to you. We started off shooting the Hornady AMAX, and at 500 yards that group ended up being 3.75 inches basically, so 3 3/4 inches, which I think is quite good considering the conditions, and me shooting very good. The ballistic tips shot great at 100 yards. They impacted higher. I only actually have 2 on the target. The third one I'm thinking was up just off the paper, but I can't verify that. There was 2 bullet holes up above there. Was one of them from those Hornady or those Nosler ballistic tips? I don't know that for sure. Either way, it would have been right up here, and I don't think it would have changed the size of the group at all, maybe, which for these 2 shots is 5.84 inches. Kind of disappointment there. That no doubt could have been me with the conditions. But you know, that's shooting. Being out here, that's the way it is a lot of times. Burger VLDs, 4.32 inches. This is a sighter. I took that in to see if I was going to be on paper or not. I was on paper, but I went ahead and raised the group up just a little bit. And 4.32 inches for those 3 shots. Still pretty good. Well under minute of angle at 500. The Sierra Match Kings kind of won the trophy of the day. My first group, 3.7 inches for 3 shots. I went ahead and made an adjustment in the scope to center it. I actually thought it would be up in here, but obviously I was a little low. But 2.6 inches, which is remarkable for me, but very good. I can't say enough about the gun. I really enjoy shooting this gun. Probably more than any gun I've tested so far, other than maybe the Mossberg MVP, which was a real joy to shoot. This one is right in there. Just a blast to shoot. Recoil is quite low. The gun jumps a little bit, but there's very little felt recoil out of this gun. Ergonomics is actually fairly easy to carry, and with those flush cups, it will sit flat against your back. It's just, I think it's going to work out great. I think I'm going to keep this one. Let me restate that. I am going to keep this one. This is just a shooter. If all the other Sig 3000s are similar to this gun, that is just an awesome buy. So anyway, there you have it. I hope that helps. I hope that informs you somewhat of what the gun's capable of doing. Until next time, I'm Alan for Shedhorn Sports. Have a great day.